2-minute theology, Good Friday. We just finished up our second liturgy of the Triduum, the Passion of the Lord. And it's the only day of the whole year when we don't offer the sacrifice of the Mass. We honor our Lord's Passion, the day that he suffered and died for us. And so on that note, just as a disclaimer, I was speaking with a friend of mine earlier, and I'm not going to call her out, but she hadn't seen the movie, The Passion of the Christ. And so if you haven't seen this and you're watching this video, this is a mandatory statement. You must watch The Passion of the Christ. It is the greatest Christian film ever made. You will never look at Good Friday or Easter in the same way ever again. And as I was thinking about, my experience with The Passion, I remember the first time that I watched it. Our high school, we took a trip and watched it when it came out in theaters. And I remember thinking, something has to happen. Something's got to change. It can't be like this. This can't happen. This can't take place. I wanted the story to be different. I wasn't okay with that. And even now, I can really only watch The Passion once a year, and I watch it on Good Friday. It's because it's so heavy. There's so much there, and we know this is not supposed to happen. This isn't right. Why is that? Why do we feel that way? Well, I was praying the Stations of the Cross earlier, and I got to the station where Jesus meets the women of Jerusalem. And he says to them, they're crying and they're seeing Jesus on the way to Calvary. And he says, "Women, weep not for me, but for yourselves and for your children." And what's behind that is the sorrow for our own sins, our own betrayals of Jesus. I mean, this is why the Passion of the Christ couldn't be any different. It's because of me that Jesus had to suffer and die. And I think the reason the movie is so important is because it brings that to life in such a real and authentic and raw way that it is meant to convict us of our role in this. Okay, and this is a healthy dose of Catholic guilt. I meet a lot of people that say, "Hey, I grew up Catholic, I have so much Catholic guilt." Well, it's for a good reason. Catholic guilt helps us remember we're not supposed to be this way. There's a greater call, there's a greater path. I mean, just imagine if your body, from the instant you got cancer in your body started flashing red or something, you would say, "Oh my gosh, there's something off, I gotta take care of this." And you would give thanks to God for giving you this warning signal so that you could tackle that cancer in the beginning. Well, the same thing is with a healthy conscience. When we go off the path, our conscience is our internal moral GPS to say something's not right here.